Good afternoon, abnormals, and welcome back to the Ministry of Abnormality YouTube live I'm sorry, I'm watching something here. I'll tell you all about it in a sec. Anyway, welcome to the YouTube live broadcast. Let me answer something to my veterinarian, and I'll get back to you. Okay, wait. That was a little interrupted. Okay, and we're back. Wait, let me say thank you. So we're not really back. Like this. Anyway, welcome back to the Ministry of Abnormality. Wait, let me see everything. Okay, are we? Yes, okay. Welcome back to the Ministry of Abnormality. Pew, can you please turn that on for me? Ah, crap, we're here. Okay, it's Tuesday, it's March, it's 28th. Here we are. Sorry for all the interruptions. So what's going on is that one of my cats, Raijin, lost a tooth today. I found it in his food bowl. So I was talking to the veterinarian to see if there was any sort of problem. He had been having some tooth problems. So anyway, nothing to worry about. He's still eating. He's behaving just the way he always behaves. He's still the nervous little cat, well, huge cat that he's always been. So basically tonight I have to grab him and check and see if there's any I have the tooth. I have it. I don't plan to keep it because it's disgusting. But I had it in case the veterinarian wanted it. Basically, I have to check him tonight, make sure there's no bleeding, there's no swelling or anything like that. And if not, then it's all good. Anyway, hello, Pew. How are you? Okay. So, no, it was one of the canines. It was one of the canines. He was having some tooth issues. We had the veterinarian look at him, gave him a few shots, checked him up. We were kind of waiting to see what happens, and what happens is that he lost a tooth. Which like two of our cats have not all their teeth, but apparently it's a very common thing. Golem is like the cutest. Golem has like one tooth. So yeah. Anyway, welcome back. Let me see if okay, no. So what are we doing today? Today we're doing a ship for Traveler RPG. I have it in 3D. And if we're done early with that, which I expect to be, because I don't expect that to take more than a couple of hours, then we're going to continue working on the image I was working on Friday, or maybe and so sorry, I have an answer for that. Orendon, hello. So it might either continue the image I was working on Friday, or start a new project that I have to tell you guys about, because I became obsessed with something yesterday. So, you guys know me, hyperactive. I become obsessed with something every 5 minutes. Hello, Voltus. How are you? Okay, so let's start with the ship. We gotta finish up that ship. I'm gonna bring in Blender. Actually, it's all done in Blender. We're not gonna work in Blender today. Just have to render it. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here it is. And we just gotta render it. We got everything set. Let's see. Do we have it without okay, yes. This shouldn't take long. Wait, maybe I should am I rendering it at no, maybe I should do this at a higher. Maybe I should do this at a higher size. Yeah, let's do this at 200%. Render that again. Oh no. That's like actually that's what I would say. Something like that. It's gross because it's got like the extra stuff. Like I would have to clean it and all that kind of stuff to keep it, which I'm not against. You know, I'm not against that idea. It's just that I've never really kept any of their fangs, so I feel like I would be betraying. Maybe I would be betraying one of the other cats by keeping Raijin's fang, but it is pretty big and it's got the long root, just like you said. I wonder how you clean it. I'm pretty sure if I look it up on the internet, it's probably super easy to get cleaned. Okay, let's render this on Workbench. We'll add an outline. No, we're at a freestyle outline. That should give us a very... there we go. That should give us what we need. Okay, now we can go into Photoshop. Don't save. And we can open this here. Sorry, I'm almost done here so we can get started. So, let's start with how were your weekends? It's funny because Raijin is easily 50% larger than Golem. And I mean, he is considerably larger than Golem. And he is like twice the size of Yuki. But Raijin's canine is smaller than Golem's canine. He has like a huge saber-toothed tiger canine. He just has one. And it just sticks out entirely. While Raijin, his canine is considerably smaller. Anyway, you saw Hot Shots 1 and 2? Oh, Hot Shots is a fun movie. I like Hot Shots. Okay, this is gonna be... I hate it when you do that. Please stop doing that. Okay. No, stop it. Stop it! Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you. I keep forgetting to, like, do all the adjustments so that the computer doesn't do that anymore. Okay. Trying to make our way through all those old stupid comedy movies. Kung Fu Hustle! I love Kung Fu Hustle! Kung Fu Hustle is so much fun. My first movie from that guy was, was Shaolin Soccer. But Kung Fu Hustle is my favorite. I think the one with the cow was also by him, but I'm not. That one is not my favorite. I don't dislike it, but okay. And we're almost set. Just gotta. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm looking up my reference image. Okay, here we go. Great. Just gonna put this on this other screen right here. Okay. Yes, Kung Pao, but I'm not really that into Kung Pao. Okay, so what we gotta do now is we have to determine the perspective lines for all this. Which, fortunately, we have by this little trick. But they're gonna be far. What did I do this weekend? I got sick. That's what I did. But seriously though, yes, I mean I did. But I did more than that. I did more than get sick. We worked. We worked all weekend. I worked on an image for a client that unfortunately I cannot show or tell you about. I was trying to finish it, still not done. It's a rather picky client. And we went to the movies, which I suppose is what Pew is typing right now. So I got sick. Okay, so I got sick because I don't know what I ate during the week, but I got like a really bad stomach flu. Started on Thursday and I had it all the way until today. And I still feel a little delicate today, but not. I'm good now. I worked all weekend on this image, which was supposed to be done 2 days ago, but the client is still not 100% on it. So I might have to make some adjustments to that, but like I said, I can't show it or I can't talk about it. And Saturday evening, we went to see John Wick 4, which I don't know. Has anybody else seen John Wick 4? Should I talk about it? What's our you heard it was long and not in a good way. Well, it is long. It's almost 3 hours. So I mean, yeah, can't argue that it's long. As to how good or bad it is that it's long, I don't know. There's a lot of people that say that they don't like how long movies are these days. I'm not one of those people. I actually like movies to be 3 hours. I actually like my movies to be about 3 hours. I honestly think that 3 hours is kind of my sweet spot, right on movies. But honestly, I saw Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut, which was 4 hours, and I was fine with that. I did think it was too long, but because I was my stomach was killing me during the movie. So it was very, very difficult because I spent the entire movie like in that bad state of oh my god, am I gonna fart or am I gonna crap my pants? In a theater that honestly wasn't crowded. Now, all that being said, and me giving you so much information, what did I think of the movie? Sorry. I liked it. It's not my favorite John Wick. My favorite John Wick is still John Wick 1. I put it at the same level of as John Wick 2, with my least favorite being John Wick 3. Keeping in mind that I like all the John Wick movies, but my least favorite is John Wick 3. I think this one, to me, was on the level of John Wick 1. Most people seem to place it at the top of the John Wick tier list. I'm not in that camp. There are a lot of things that I like about John Wick 1 that I think are lost in the subsequent John Wicks. Without spoilers, because I'm not going to spoil the movie for you. And please, nobody spoil John Wick. Please. But without spoiling, okay, some of the stuff I liked. The movie is beautiful, and I mean that in an aesthetic sense, right? Like, the movie is visually beautiful. As an artist, those of you that are artists, and even those of you that are not, you have to appreciate the color in this movie. And just for that alone, I would say any artist should go watch this movie. The way this movie handles color is phenomenal. It is a masterclass in color. It is so beautiful. Every single scene just has perfect color. It is really, really, from the artistic point of view, it is worth watching just on that alone. So there's that. So I think artistically it's great. The fights are a lot of fun. And yeah, it's like you still enjoy all the fights and all that kind of stuff. Now, what I didn't like about it was, okay, in the first John Wick movie, you can count the bullets, right? Like, as John Wick fires his gun, you can count the bullets if you're into that. If you want to be that way, you can count the bullets in the first John Wick movie, and John Wick will be loading his gun when he's out of bullets. Like that's just, yeah. John Wick will have to load his gun when he's out of bullets. It's there is no way they're doing that in this movie. Like, he would shoot that gun. like he would. I saw him load his gun a few times in the movie. And hey, maybe I'm wrong, because at one point in the movie, somebody I was seeing him shoot, like I was watching him, listening to him shoot, and I would go, okay, that's way past 12 or 15 or you know. Now, I don't know a lot about guns, nor do I care. So if anybody's gonna be here like, oh, you idiot, that's not the... Hey, look, whatever. I'm not into guns. I think they're fun. I have to draw guns so much. Believe me, I've probably seen more guns than the average person, because I have to draw guns all the freaking time. But I'm not interested in guns, right? I don't, but like, it's not my dream to shoot a gun. I don't dream with going to a gun range or anything like that. That's really not my thing. At one point in the movie, So I was just sitting there thinking like, okay, there's no way John Wick has that, like, there's no way of going with realism in how he's shooting, right? Like, he has definitely shot more bullets than he has. But then at one point in the movie, the king hands him a gun and tells him, like, 23 bullet clip. And at that point I was like, okay, 23? Maybe he did shoot 23. I don't know. But I definitely felt like the first movie was a lot more strict in how he handled his gun and how many bullets there were in there. And in this one, I kind of lost count. Now, again, like I said, that might be just, doesn't know enough about guns, and there's totally guns with that many bullets. I don't know. So that's one thing. Didn't really ruin my enjoyment of the movie. I just thought it was a nice detail in the first movie, but didn't really ruin my enjoyment of the movie. Second thing I didn't like is that, well, in the first movie, I just think the first movie is phenomenal. And in the first movie, there's this clear and present danger of John Wick not getting shot, right? And for example, in the first movie, there's this part where he goes to that club. You can have Glocks with 32 round mags. Well, you do know about guns, so I believe you. So, I mean, no. If you tell me, like, hey, the amount of bullets John Wick was firing in the movie is totally realistic and totally under control, great, because it really didn't ruin my enjoyment of the movie. But one thing I do know is, okay, in the first John Wick movie, for example, when he goes to the club and shoots up that place, when he gets out of the club, he is cut, shot, beat up. He falls off a second floor. He comes out of that club just totally banged up, has to go back to the Continental, get stitched up, and is all kind of destroyed. Now, admittedly, he gets stitches. They give him a pill, and we, like, forget about it for the rest of the movie. But at least you feel like, okay, like, there's some consequences here. In the second movie, he gets that suit that is bulletproof. But when he gets shot, it's like when people with bulletproof vests get shot, right? Like, he gets shot, the bullet just doesn't go through him, but he still gets the impact. I remember this part where he gets shot in the second movie, and he's, like, on the floor for a while, you know, from the impact. He just doesn't die. In the fourth movie, first of all, everybody has bulletproof suits. And second, it's like they have force fields. Because they no longer care when they get shot in the fourth movie. Like, there's even parts where he, like, uses his suit to, like, protect himself and stuff. So he's, like, just going, like, bam, like, raising his suit. There's this one guy, which plays the stereotypical guy that speaks Spanish, which I hate in all the movies because every time, okay, but this isn't just Spanish, but I hate it personally because Spanish is the one that I speak. But this also happens with every other language. In American movies, whenever somebody is from another place, the way you know it is because they suddenly, spontaneously, uncontrollably burst into their native language. Now, as a native Spanish speaker, I can tell you, well, I can't say nobody does that, but I can definitely say not all of us do that. Like, I don't spontaneously burst into Spanish. ¿Sabe lo que te estoy diciendo? No, I don't do that. Right? I don't do that, ¿me oye? Like that's not how it is. We can speak English without spontaneously just bursting into Spanish. And I most certainly don't do it when I'm angry. But anyway, there's this guy, Pew says he's from Spain. But anyway, there's this one guy, and he gets shot, and he just uses his arm. He just, like, like puts his arm up, and that's how he blocks the bullet, like he's Wonder Woman or something. So they're really like just not caring with that anymore. They're just running around, getting shot, and unless you shoot a guy in the head, it doesn't seem to matter. Like it doesn't throw them back. It just bounces off them. So I wasn't crazy about that detail. But other than that, the movie is incredibly fun. Is beautiful. Just absurdly beautiful. The colors, the shots, the lighting, the angles. Oh my god. There is one part of the movie where, again, no spoilers, but there's one part of the movie where he's doing a shootout in a house, and the camera goes bird's eye view. It's like you're playing Hotline Miami, for those of you that have played Hotline Miami, and they have like an extended sequence of action scenes from that view. Like John Wick goes through an entire house with that bird's eye top-down view, shooting people. It is absolutely amazing. It is so fun to watch. So I would definitely recommend John Wick 4. I still think the first one is my favorite, but I can say that that if it's just on terms of which one is the most fun, well, that would be a much more difficult decision for me. I think it is a lot of fun. The characters in it are a lot of fun. I'm always happy to see Donnie Yen. You know, how could I not be happy to see Donnie Yen? So yeah, that's my not review of John Wick 4. And also, don't let anybody spoil it for you. If you're gonna watch it, don't let anybody spoil it. Where are we going with this? No, I need it bigger than that. Okay, so this is honestly like the part of the preparation that takes the most time. Ah, come on. Okay. Did I do it right this time? Right enough. You know what? Wait, don't I have a file of this? No. I thought for a moment I had a file of the perspective grid, which I did wrong, by the way. Okay. So yeah, we did that on Saturday. And Sunday, work. You know, gotta work. And that's it. That was my weekend. Anybody else have some interesting weekends? Anybody else do anything interesting this weekend? Start a Stardew Valley game called Sunhaven. So I'm guessing you recommend it. Oh, okay. Let me tell you guys about my new obsession. Okay. Yes, you're gonna laugh at this one. So, most of you know that I have a sort of weird, unhealthy obsession with. It's a good time sink. They knew that what Stardew was missing and focused on it. like pets that follow you, and a lot more collection-based items. Sounds like you're a crack. Yeah, it sounds like they got you. They got you at your weakness. Sounds like they got you at your weakness. So, okay. So, like I was saying, those of you that know me know that I have this weird obsession with desktop wallpapers, right? I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Thank you, Pew. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with. No, I just enjoy them. I enjoy them. So I'm big on desktop wallpapers, and whenever I have like, okay, so this probably happens to a lot of you that you have like a moment, like to take a break, but it's not long enough. Oh, this is actually a good question for the chat room. Okay, so what do you do when you have enough time to take a break, but definitely not enough to like play a video game or do anything like that, right? Nat Class, you arrived just in time for the question. So, the question is, Nat Class, what do you do when you have enough time for a break, but definitely not so much time that you can play a video game or anything like that? You know, you got like 5 to 10 minutes. And, you know, you're not just gonna sit there and look at a wall for 10 minutes, right? So, what do you do when you have that amount of time? Now, what I do when I have that much time is I check out desktop wallpapers. I have this program. I have a program that's called Wallpaper Engine. It's on Steam, and that's what I do. I check out desktop wallpapers for 5 or 10 minutes. You know, see if I find anything I like, that kind of stuff, right? And I am obsessed. Like I just love looking at wallpapers and stuff. So, anyway, I see, watch a YouTube video, play a stupid phone game, read a snippet of my book, play with the cat. So, I also watch YouTube videos when I have that amount of time. But a lot of times I'll just check out wallpapers, and sometimes I'll just spend all day. Well, not all day, but I'll waste a lot more time than I should checking out wallpapers. Anyway, I was checking out wallpapers, and I saw like a badass kind of anime girl. Which is funny because I don't watch anime. Not because I dislike it, just because, you know, I don't have the time to be watching anime. But like oh, anime, like anime wallpapers and stuff like that. Love it. Just so yeah. Anyway, I see this wallpaper, and then I go check out other wallpapers like it, and it's like this treasure trove of anime warrior girls that have idle animations that are just absolutely beautiful. Just really, really, really beautiful. Awesome animation. And so I fall down a rabbit hole that I already knew existed, but I had just not fallen down that rabbit hole first. Sorry, I had not fallen down that rabbit hole before, and it is the Live 2D rabbit hole that I fell down. And yesterday, I became obsessed with Live 2D. It's just I was like, wow, I really, really, really want to do that. Like that is fascinating stuff. It's really, really interesting stuff. So yesterday I determined I wanna learn Live 2D. I wanna learn Live 2D. I want to make Live 2D characters. I just, because I was already thinking, okay, what am I gonna learn this year, right? What am I gonna learn this year? And after the experience I had last year with the mentorships that did not really go that well, I just didn't know what I wanted to learn this year. And so I thought, okay, I want to learn Live 2D. That's what I want to learn this year. So yeah, I am now kind of a little obsessed with Live 2D. And absolutely which one is this? Left. This one is right. Save you. Okay, right is going to be another color. You are both going to be in a group, and that group is going to be on multiply. We're going to lower the opacity on you, and there we go. Pew gave me gummies. Pew loves gummies. She's over there shaking her head. No, sorry, I mean, nodding. Okay. Well, let's see what we're gonna do with this ship. Let's go down with that. Put you up here. Set you on multiply. No. Actually, want to go with the grays first. I was reminded of you today, Sabrina. I was working on a monster design for a client, and the monster is supposed to be really, really big. Like, you know, several stories high. So I was... Sorry, gummy in my mouth. Sorry. So I was adding little details to the monster to make it, you know, feel big and intimidated, and I remembered the conversation we had last Friday. Okay, let's make a new window for this. Place it right over here. There's the ship. Okay. 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 So in that class, we were talking about John Wick 4. Have you seen it? Oh, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a polygon. Oh, not into it. Not into that kind of movie, or not into that movie specifically? Oh. Okay. John Wick, the first movie, at least, is a movie about a guy who... Well, honestly, it's about a guy that goes out on a revenge quest because somebody killed his dog. I mean, it's oversimplifying things a little bit, but that is pretty much the gist of it. John Wick 1 is a movie about a guy that goes on a revenge quest because somebody shot his dog. And yeah, like I said, I mean, it's obviously more complex than that. There's obviously more to it than that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, oversimplifying it, that is what it is. But basically, okay, so you know, let's not leave it at that. You know, that's a disservice to the movie and to you. It's a movie about a guy that's an assassin, and he's a retired assassin. And so he gets married, and his wife dies from death. We don't know. She just dies of a bad case of death. And so when she dies, she leaves him a dog for him to take care of, and somebody from the Russian mafia tries to steal his car and shoots his dog in the process. So John Wick reemerges into the assassin world to basically take revenge on the Russian mafia for shooting the dog that his dead wife left him. That's John Wick 1. It is the simplest one of the series, and it's probably the most personal and all that kind of stuff. John Wick 2, 3, and 4 are basically the character dealing with the world of assassins after he basically kind of goes back into that world in John Wick 1. So it's pretty much him dealing with everything that happened in John Wick 1, since now he's back into the world of assassins. If reasons to watch it, if I wanted to recommend it to you, well, first of all, if you like Keanu Reeves, if you like Keanu Reeves, of course, this is a great movie. It's yeah. And the other reason to watch it, honestly, if you like action movies, they are some of the best action movies of our current day. So, yeah, if you like action movies and if you like Keanu Reeves, there you go. Oh, also, this might be a little bit of a not the conventional way to enjoy John Wick, but if you enjoy at all watching Keanu Reeves get the shit kicked out of him throughout 4 movies, this is the movie for you. You know, like, sorry, gummy. You know how, like, in Die Hard, a great big part of watching Die Hard is just watching Bruce Willis get tossed around for a couple of hours. That's pretty much John Wick with Keanu Reeves. Is it on streaming everywhere? Anywhere? Yeah. The first 3 movies you're gonna find streaming. I think HBO Max. I don't know if you can find all 3 of them on the same service. But of course, you know that's gonna change depending on where you are. But for example, here we could watch the first 3 on streaming. So I'm sure you would be able to, because you guys get more streaming stuff than we do. So I'm sure you can stream it. It's a nice kind of you know, popcorn evening, curl up on the sofa and watch people shoot each other kind of time. You know, romance. Oh, we don't get Peacock here. We don't get Peacock, we don't get Hulu. We get... Here we get Netflix, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and one called Star, which is I think it's a Disney thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Star is a Disney thing. But yeah, we get Star. That's it. Those are the streaming services we get here. Yeah, like I think it's Disney plus something else. I can't remember what it is, what it is additional to Disney, but it's Disney and something else. Oh, Sabrina, how did the game jam end? How did that end? How did that go? It's still going? Oh, wow, that is a long game jam. Yeah, that is a long one. Holy crap. A month? Wow. Oh, wait. I think I missed that detail. Wait, sorry. I thought I... Oh, I'm so sorry, Sabrina. I think I missed that detail last week, that it was an internal game jam at your work. I thought it was like, you know, like the normal game jams you hear about that. Oh, wait, this makes everything even worse. No, yeah, we talked about that, but I think I just missed the detail where it was an internal. game jam, because like, yeah, you know, taking the company to a game jam is still kind of an excuse for the boss to make you guys work more, but an internal game jam, that's like, okay, what's even the point? And yeah, as discussed, the point is just to make you guys work more and faster. I'm sorry. If we had a developer friend, yeah, that's the issue here. Like, we got all the artists, but we're a little bit lacking on the other side of that. Yeah, we're a little bit lacking on the other side of that equation. I mean, I know there's programmers in our community. We have programmers. I know we do. But the ratio is definitely not fair. You know, and that's awesome, Nat Class. Congratulations. Oh, trust me, Nat Class. Tiny games are a lot more fun to work on. They are so much more fun to work on. That's tiny games is where the artistic freedom is where you get to do the cool stuff. For the artist, tiny game is way better. Yeah, I don't know how it is for like the other people in the equation, in the group, but for the artist, oh yeah, tiny games is where it's at. Oh yeah. No, you because you'll get to do your thing, right? And the other thing I love about tiny games is that with tiny games, your artistic voice actually comes through, right? Like your style really gets to be showcased. Yeah. You know, when you work in like a super huge AAA thing, it's, you know, you always like you never really know what artist did what. Like you never really get to to like see their artistic voice in the game. But when it's a small production, you get to, kind of like with Bastion and those games, you could really feel Gen Z's voice in those games. I know Supergiant Games is no longer a teeny tiny small developer, but you know, back when Bastion came out, it was. So played a game on Xbox Game Pass called Truberbrook. Oh, I have Xbox Game Pass. Let me look it up. Truberbrook. Truberbrook. It's not on mine. It's not on my Xbox Game Pass. What up? Okay. I feel excluded. Truberbrook. No, that's what it's called. Okay, yeah, maybe it's just not on it anymore. It could also be that it's just not available for PC. A lot of times, you know, Xbox Game Pass has a little bit of a different library for the Xbox than it does for PC, so there's also that. It's raining really hard here. Let's see. Bench pillow. Okay, wait. I just want to copy the word. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Bench pillow. Let's check it out. Aw. Let's follow this. Let's follow this gentleman. Okay. So what's everybody got going on this week? What's everybody up to? Patreon week. Oh, I'm so excited for next week. Next week here is Easter week. And there's a lot of disadvantages to living in what is basically a Catholic country, right? Colombia is not supposed to be a Catholic country. It's not supposed to have that anymore. But it's a Catholic country. You know, it is what it is. It's a Catholic country. No matter how much they say it isn't or anything like that, it's still a Catholic country. Anyway, back to my point. There are many disadvantages to living in a Catholic country, but one of the advantages of living in a Catholic country is that Catholic people, they love their holidays. They really, really do. In Colombia, as I've mentioned to you guys before, Colombia is one of the countries in the world with the most holidays. It's not the one with the most. I think that one is Mexico or India, one of those. But Colombia is up there. It's up there in the top list of countries with holidays. Now, for people that like me, you know, freelancers and stuff like that, holidays are basically meaningless. Holidays to me mean nothing. Oh, okay, no. Actually, they do. Because the advantage with holidays for me is that I don't have to go to the university. So, next week is Easter week. And that means next week, no university. Which is awesome for me because that means I might have enough time to work on other things, you know, other than teaching class and doing freelance work. So next week I might be able to finally make enough time to start producing extra stuff, you know, like YouTube videos, Patreon stuff, and all that. So I'm very, very excited for next week, even if it's just a week. I'm very excited. Okay. What is first on the docket? YouTube videos. I've been wanting to make some YouTube videos and oh, you guys have to have heard that one. Right? Did you just hear the thunder? Or is NVIDIA broadcast that good? Okay. Yeah, so one of my major sources of frustration this year is that I really, really, really wanted to make YouTube videos, and there's just not enough time. And I really, really want to make it because that still is like one of my main objectives for this year. So, yeah, I definitely have a few video ideas in my mind, stuff I want to do, so yeah, that's first on my list. And I know there's a bunch of other stuff I want to do. I don't want to like make too many plans because, you know, I also want to be able to just take the extra time and give myself a break. Haven't had a weekend in a while. Are any of the windows open? No? Okay. Thank you. Now you're doubting? Let's see. Okay, that's looking quite nice. So yeah, we're just kind of detailing out the shit. We will be adding color later. For now, the reference image they sent me had like a yellow sort of a finish to it, so I might stay with that. Okay, let's use a stabilizer for this one. Good enough. Yeah, I'll go with that. Okay, let's see. I think I have a little trick up my sleeve. I might use that. Let's see. Oh, shit, a little trick up my sleeve is that this image is probably too small. Okay, let's go to Blender. Oh, good thing I realized that early. Okay, what kind of... Okay, so what happens when we apply something? Okay, what if we do shade flat? Oh, okay, that, I like that. Okay, wait. Is that visible enough, though? Okay, what happens if we apply wireframe to this? Oh, that's trippy. Okay, what happens if we duplicate it? Okay, what happens if we duplicate it? And we apply wireframe to that. Okay, it's trippy, but I think it's gonna give me what I need, which is a little bit more clarity on where everything is. Let's render that. See how that goes. Render out. Oh, wait. This is on... Oh, no. Okay, great. So we're going to use that to kind of make our lives a little bit easier. When it comes to... No, don't say that. That should give us a little bit of an edge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You can already see here a few of the perspective mistakes. Let's fix them. Oh, this is going to make this so much easier. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. So 1, 2. Okay, and well then. Maybe we should lower the opacity on this stuff. Yeah, you know, just making our lives easier. Why not? That's what it's for. One, two, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, which one of you would be the center one? There you go. My apartment complex just got sent out an email that our power is going to be out for 5 hours tomorrow? Wow. Why? Also, that's like a day of work. Wait, your phone battery won't last you 5 hours? I mean, by all means, go on a hike, but... Hey, Pew. You okay? You doing... Using my phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot killed the battery pretty fast. Oh, wow. Bao is delicious. I'm all for bao. Bao is good. The only thing the only thing I don't like about bao is that, and I know this is not going to be a problem for most people, is there's never quite enough of it for me. You know? Like, okay, delicious, but you know, can I have some more? There's not a. Yeah, that happens with a lot of foods that I love. Sushi, for example, is like, how much sushi do you have to eat to get full? Uh, well, I would say all of it, and then a little bit more. Yeah, sushi's definitely one of those that is not gonna fill me up. How many bao do you usually eat? We got 2 sets of 6. Oh, well, okay, no, that actually sounds like a lot. The bao place we went to, we got like 3 for both of us. Yeah, yeah, it just sounds like you get more. Then again, that's not weird. The U.S. does kind of seem to just have bigger portions on average. Like when we were visiting my parents, like, oh my god, it was always too much food. Agreed on the sushi part. There was an all-you-can-eat sushi place in Minnesota that then would pack away plate after plate. The trick to filling up on sushi is getting the fried stuff. The oils will fill you up quickly. Yeah, sushi is one of those things that like you just can't not like you just can't avoid eating all the sushi in the world. It's just not. I I also pack. I just like gobble. I know this is not the same, but saltine crackers, for example, that I've been eating a lot of due to my stomach not being very agreeable this past week. Like saltine crackers are one of those things that I can eat all of them. I know it's not comparable to sushi, but I just pack them down. And cereal. Cereal is one of those things that Pew doesn't normally allow me to get. Because when I buy, like, to me, a portion of cereal is the bucks. That's a portion. That's like that is a portion of cereal in my world. It's the box. That's the portion. It comes portioned. It's like Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms is conveniently portioned. use a mixing bowl instead of a dinner bowl, I just use the box. Oh, but it's because, and I know a lot of people are gonna go like, "How dare you?" But when it comes to cereals like Lucky Charms, I just go ahead and eat them without any milk. Just grab it like it's a snack. You put your milk in the box. Wait, I saw that in a movie. I did see that in a movie, though. I remember there was a movie character that would just pour the milk in the box. Jacob, hello. Of course I remember you. How are you? What have you been up to? It's been a while. Not much new happening for me, just working and gaming. Yes, I did make the logo. I made the logo and I made the logo and the screen, and then you animated it. So working gaming. Well, hey, sounds like the life. Not making much content at the moment, but when I get back into it, I'm keeping the brand logo animation. Yeah, what you gaming? Oh, wrong layer. Oh, I love Sable. Sable is beautiful. But, I mean, everybody knew I was going to love Sable because it's basically Mobius into a game. I love Sable. It was so, so beautiful. Also because it's a game that, in terms of time, is not too... Like, it's not like one of those huge 100-hour games or something like that. So, when I played Sable, I just kind of got really into it and played through it entirely in like a week. I loved it. It was so, so good and so, so beautiful. It kind of left me wanting more, but I guess that's a good thing, you know? It didn't overstay its welcome or anything like that. The only thing I was kind of left wishing that Stable was different is I wish it had a higher frame rate. because they had like this sort of low, choppy frame rate for the character, which was absolutely an aesthetic choice. But I was kind of left wishing it had a higher frame rate. But other than that, I absolutely loved exploring that game. One, two, three, four. Oh, let's see. Maybe. You go there. You come here. Get bigger. Embiggen. No, the game is terribly optimized. Don't. When I started the game a couple of years back, one of the things that was like kind of driving me crazy was that I felt like the game wasn't working properly for me. So I spent a lot of time. I'm gonna save you some time here. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what was wrong with it, like why the frame rate was so low. You know, my computer should not have been struggling with it. Why is it so low? And no, it turns out that's just the way the game is. That's just the way they made it. So no matter how much you change it, no matter how much you optimize it, the game is always going to look, the character is always going to look like he's chugging. And that also goes with just the game in general. It's just not very well optimized, but it's so charming. You kind of eventually get used to it and forgive it. But I wish it wasn't, right? I wish it was. It had a nice, buttery smooth frame rate. Especially for the art style, right? Like, that art style deserves a high frame rate. But other than that, I absolutely love that game. Definitely one of those games that I would recommend playing for aesthetic reasons. Recently, when I got like the new computer and the RTX card, I was thinking, oh, what game would I like to revisit and now see in its full glory? And for a moment I thought, oh, Sable. But then I realized, yeah, Sable is not gonna work any better on a high-end machine. It's gonna be exactly the same. I suppose I should make the disclaimer that I always do. I'm not a tech guy. Therefore, if anybody in the audience wants to go, oh, you're full of shit and you're wrong and this is what you do, not only should you feel free so, but I would appreciate it because, hey, there's a way to make Sable work with... Wow, you went and made an omelet? Okay. Okay. So where are we going here? Guess we're going here. Up 2. Down 1. Maintaining that perspective. Oh, yeah. Uh, actually, wait. Do I have the? Yes, I do have the. I do have the deck plans for this ship. Let's see. Do we? So I'm guessing deck 1 is the bottom deck. It has a docking bay. Cargo hold. No, it seems like this is just a... Okay, wait, what's this? Actually, I should have looked at this before. Okay, let's see. Fuel processor, maneuver drive, power plant, bridge, emergency low breath, stateroom, jump drive, power plant. What does it say about this ship? 400-ton hull. Raiding vessel of choice for Vargar Corsair bands. It's a common sight in Vargar space, much fueled by smaller trading vessels on both sides of the border. Vargar Corsair typically has a crew of 9, with room for up to 14 more. Has docking space for Gurech, which is the one I made last week. What does it have? It has triple turrets. I guess those are... Where? Ah, there they are. I should go out of those in 3D. There, let me go out of those in 3D. How big is this image? Ooh. Oh, okay, it's 4K. Okay, let's open, let's add some turrets to this thing. And let's open our... Actually, thank you for asking that, because if you didn't ask that, I wouldn't have seen that I was missing turrets and stuff. And, well, let's see if we can maybe add a little bit of, There we go. Okay. Let's add some turrets to this thing. So we're gonna add 3 turrets that are gonna be... Okay. Let's see. What do we want that to be? Keep it that size. Oops. And we're gonna make sure that your rotation is... There we go. Then we have 1 turret. Let's make this turret a little bit more... Let's see what we got here. Man, these Kit Bash things are... Oh, this is like an asymmetrical one. I don't need this. Okay. Let's go with... Okay, let's see. Let's add... How about this one? Yes, thank you. You and you, gonna align you also. Hey, Yuki. Yes, that's your butt. Oh yeah, Yuki will definitely... Yuki is definitely a butt in your face kind of cat. No doubt. Okay, so it said here that this thing had, let's see, let me distribute my screen here. That would be you. Okay, it says here that this ship has how many turrets? It has triple turrets and triple turret beam lasers times 2 and triple turret missile rack times 2. Okay. Okay, but if we're gonna have... Well, let's just add the 2 canyons and then we'll concern ourselves with... That thing has feelings of inadequacy. Okay, let me change the keypad on the keyboard. All right. We'll duplicate that, move it right there, join these two, set their origin to geometry, align them with you. Not on X. Okay, there we go. We got ourselves some nifty little, well, not little, but nifty laser cannons. And we're just gonna join all of you. There we go. Very nice. And there's 2 of these. So let's locate them. Where would we locate them? I think the better location would be... Let's see, are they anywhere here? I don't see, because they are in the illustrations, and I see these 2 here. So I'm guessing that's where I want to put them, because this one doesn't have that number of turrets, and I just don't see here. Oh, wait, here they are. Here's the triple turrets, and these down here, I'm guessing all their missile racks. So, okay. So the triple turrets would go... Lost my mouse there for a second. Would go right here, I guess. Make it a little smaller. Actually, I should add an extra base to this. Let's go with local. Open you up. Oh, wow, this is messy. This is some messy stuff. So let's see if we can organize it a little bit. Of course you're not gonna... Of course not. Wow. This is... Wow, I never knew these assets were so messy. Maybe I can... Manually? Oh, this is gonna... This is not what you want. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I mean... whatever. It's a great asset pack. I love this asset pack, but damn, it is messy. There's way... But organizing it should not be too much of a hassle. Let's just come here. And we'll delete those faces. Bam! Okay. That's working. That's working. Just wanted to make a little bit of a bigger base. But actually what I'm going to do is... Let's... Shit. Okay. Let's just add a little bit of that. Then we're going to select that. Do that. And make this top part a little bit smaller. There we go. So now we should have a base that would look well. Okay, that. Then we're just gonna grab this and move you downwards. Oh, okay. There we go. Not the most... The cat is sleeping on my mouse. Rule of cat, can't move her. Not a problem I have on my... I have my pen. I did not foresee here every twitch. Oh, one thing that's been happening lately to me when I'm playing Elden Ring, above all else, is I'll be playing Elden Ring. And it always happens when I'm at a boss. Like, whenever I'm playing or something, Golem has to come and sit in front of me. So, okay, my layout, he can sit in front of me, I can still see the screen. I'm playing and suddenly I can't heal or I can't roll or I can't attack or anything like that, and it's because Golem put like a part of his butt on the keyboard or something like that, and now parts of the controller don't respond. Or I'm playing and suddenly the camera just shoots off into space or something. And it's because Golem decided to, like, press his butt against the mouse. Yes. It's, Oh, no argument there. No argument there, Jacob. But, okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna make you a little bit smaller. Then we're going to reset your, or there we go. Okay. Three is the magic number, Jacob. Ain't nobody telling me opposite. 3 is the magic number. Well, I don't know. I mean, it depends. Like, our three cats have three very different personalities. Golem is an asshole. He's very cute with us, but he's an asshole. Like, he is one asshole cat. So the other two cats just kind of suffer him, I guess. They yeah, it is not a good time for them. They will. Okay. Wait. It's a triple turret. And I just made it with two because, I don't know. It's a triple turret. I'm just gonna do that manually. And we're gonna grab... You would love to have a third someday. It's pretty standard to have a 2-pet limit in most of our... Oh, they have that? Oh yeah, I suppose you wanna keep people from like having 50 cats and... So yeah, I suppose that's a rule to have. Okay, what am I gonna use for these missile launchers? How about... How about you? Wait, am I even gonna see those missile launchers? I don't know. That is like one of those things that here I've heard of places here where pets are not allowed, but I've never heard of it being enforced. Like, I've never heard of anybody here not being able to have a pet in their apartment because it's against the rules or anything. That's just not a thing here. Okay, that's nice as a missile launcher, but now I'm thinking the sphere just doesn't quite do it for me. Yeah, I should replace that sphere with something, you know, something that doesn't look... But... Okay, you can kind of see it. Not a lot, though. I still don't want that sphere there. It's kind of calling too much attention to itself with its smoothness. Let's replace it with... Oh. Oh, okay. No, well, see that's advantages and disadvantages of third world countries. I can't really imagine anybody enforcing rules of that sort here, but at the same time, I don't really uh, um yeah, I don't think you're gonna get any kind of registration of support animal here to stick in any significant way. So, one for another. There you go. That works. Now we have missile launchers. Our pets cost $25 each in pet rent. In pet rent, and $200 each deposit when we moved in. I had never pet rent. That is wow. I had never heard of that in my life before. Not saying I don't believe you or anything like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying pet rent. That is some bullshit. Sorry. Wow. Pet rent. Okay. Wow. I don't a pet rent. Can't get over it. Sorry. What do you mean? What do they do with that money? They rent pets. It's pet rent. No, but actually, I am curious. Yeah, what do they do with that money? They spend it on wax for their evil mustaches. Uh I mean, I agree that Uh, wait. What's we have her in our building and many other we have what? Oh, here. We have here in our building and many others. Yeah, well, I think so the thing is, I think renting is a pain in the ass, right? And we really want to buy an apartment, right? Like we really want to buy our own place. But wait, what? I was going to make an idea, but okay, no, that is even worse than pet rent. Cumulative electricity bills. Electricity is gathered for the whole building, then split equally among the unit. No, fuck that. No. And I say that as somebody who might actually benefit off of it, because this is 2 computers and 6 screens running pretty much 24/7. So I would probably benefit from cumulative electricity bills, and even then, no, fuck that. Because I am not. No. No, oh no. No. The ideal neighbors are neighbors that you can forget exist. That is the ideal neighbor. That's how I try to be a good neighbor. How am I a good neighbor? You don't know who I am, and you don't need to know. But if my electricity bill is suddenly more expensive one month, I'm gonna want to know who was the motherfucker who suddenly made my life more expensive. I'm gonna want to know. And yeah, I guess I'd have to be that asshole, the guy going like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you doing this month, dude? Like, why are we all suddenly not able to afford our electricity bills? Like, what are you doing? What kind of weird sex toy are you using this month?" No. Oh, no. So, because what I was gonna say is that renting is a pain in the ass, and we do want to kind of get our own place, but mostly it's because renting just becomes this huge pain in the ass whenever our landlord decides that he just doesn't want to rent the apartment anymore, which has happened to us several times already. You guys have been there when it's happened, right? So yeah, at that point, renting is a huge pain in the ass, and we kind of want to get our own place so we don't have to deal with that anymore. But from the stories you guys tell me of how it is where you live, honestly, renting is so much easier here where we live. For example, we just pay our rent every month, the end, and it's a flat fee. And every year it increases by what is allowed by law, right? By law, it has to increase a certain amount each year, the end. So up to that point, pretty normal, pretty standard. Electricity and water and services are independent from that, and they just arrive and we pay for them. Like, that's not included in the rent or anything like that, so we just pay for that. But the rent does include what here is called administration fees, and basically every building or unit has administration fees, which is included in the rent. So if there's anything that has to do with the building administration or any kind of fee that goes with the building or parking or anything like that, that is included in the rent and it doesn't change. Do we have to worry about finding a pet-friendly place? No, that's not really a thing here. Like, you just have your pet. But all things considered, to be honest, this is like a really pet-friendly city, I think. Like, I don't wanna sell the city on something that may or may not be true, but still, for example, here in this city, you can take your pet pretty much anywhere. Like, every shopping center, for example, in this city, allows pets. So like every single shopping center in this city, wherever you go, everybody goes with their dogs. Like, it's just, when you go to a shopping center in this city, it's just dog central. Which actually makes going to shopping centers in this city, you know, malls and stuff, a lot of fun. Because you see so many dogs. You see so many dogs in every single shopping center, every single mall in this city. It is awesome. It's just dogs everywhere. Most big buildings and units have pet-friendly features. Not super, like, amazing, but at least enough to make your life easier. For example, the building where we live has a little dog park. It is tiny, but we don't use it, so whatever. But it has this little teeny tiny dog park where that's where you take your dog to poop. And it has this little garbage bin that's called an eco poop. and the eco poop, you okay, are you not centered? Okay, why are you? Okay, so the eco poop is like this trash bin in the dog park, and that's where you're supposed to deposit the poop. What else can I tell you about this place? No, other than that, I've never heard of a building here where pets are not allowed or stuff like that. They ask you. They ask you if you have pets. You say yes, and the end. Like, end of story. That's end of inquiry. That's it. There are some units here. I know of one that promotes itself as a pet-friendly unit, and that actually makes me wonder, what do they have? It's like this building that we dreamed of living in. It's called the Jacarandas. And we wish we could have lived there. It was such a nice building. And they promoted it as pet-friendly. I never did find out what they had that made it specifically pet-friendly, but considering that most buildings here already have, like, the standard pet-friendly features, like, I wonder what they have different. There's this one unit here. It's called Las Brujas, which translates to the witches. It's close to where we live. And that unit is also pet friendly. And in that unit, you you pay a little bit extra, but for what you pay extra, that unit has that unit is awesome. I wish we could live there. And what it has is, in the unit, there's, like, the parking and the area where the cars go is right outside where the houses are. So the cars don't go up to where the houses are. All the houses are in, like, this green area with trees and little walkways between the houses, but the cars can't go up to the houses. Like, it's right outside where all the houses are. And it's a unit, so it's dozens of houses. But all the houses are there, and there's trees and a lot of green and walk areas in between the houses. And if you have a pet, you pay a little bit extra. But what you're paying for is that the unit has this service where they have employees in the unit that are in charge of picking up after the pets. So basically, there's like, employees in the unit that their job is to just be around all day picking up after the pets and stuff like that. And when you go to that unit, I've been there a couple of times in my life. And when you go to that unit, it's amazing because basically it's it's like all these houses and stuff that like they always have like their doors open and stuff like that, and it's just dogs running around the unit all the time. It's like amazing. It's incredible. I always thought that unit was like the ideal unit. Yeah, and it's called Las... No, I don't like that. Oh, wow, okay. And it's called Las Brujas. And yeah, so like there's all these units that announce themselves as pet friendly, and I always wonder, wow, what can they have? Because we already live in a pretty pet friendly unit. Right, so what can they have? Oh my god, wow. No. I think I'm going to leave that one there. What else do I want to put on this ship? No, let's just take it back to rendering and back to Photoshop. Yeah, here in our unit, we just have our 3 cats. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And the only thing is like, hey, please make sure that your poop is dumped in the eco poop bin. And that's it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. It is very frustrating to go to the eco poop bin and find that people like just don't dump their dog's poop in the eco poop. So, like, yeah, last time we went to the eco poop, there was poop on the floor and stuff like that in the dog park. Okay, wait. When Dan and I first started dating, he had a hamster in a pet band unit. They'd do inspections, and he'd hide the hamster in the closet praying he didn't want to run on the wheel at that time. They'd do inspections? Oh, fuck no. 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 No, oh my, no. What do you mean inspections? Like, not like, hello, it's time for your inspection? Like, what am I, hiding fugitives here? Yeah, like... No. Oh, wow. Oh, I have to, didn't increase the percentage. The way it's done here is that you rent a place, right? And like I said, everything is included in the rent. You just pay for your services separately, right? All rent here, all rent is rent controlled, right? So you can't, like, your landlord can't increase the rent suddenly on a whim. Like, all rent here is rent controlled. for the year up because although we do it through an agency, that makes rent a little bit more expensive, but it gives you more guarantees. So what happens then is that, sorry, I'm gonna save this. Okay, so all rent here is rent controlled. Sorry about that. All rent here is rent controlled. It can increase at the end of each year of the contract, not December, but when the contract is, because contracts here are a year. You can do smaller contracts, but most of them are going to be a year. Now, if your landlord wants to increase the rent, they have to wait for the contract to expire at the end of that year, or whatever the length of the contract is, and then if they want to increase the rent, they would have to make a new contract to which you can agree or leave. That's what happened to us a couple of years ago in one of the apartments we lived in. That, you know, the landlord wanted to increase the rent. We didn't agree, so we left. Now, your landlord can also choose to sorry about that. Your landlord can also choose to ask you to turn in the apartment, but by law, there has to be a reason, and the reasons are either that they want to live in the apartment themselves or that they're gonna sell it. Your landlord cannot ask you to vacate the apartment just because they want to rent it to somebody else. Like, they can't do that. Now, of course, people do find ways to get over that one. Like, for example, they'll say that they're gonna live in it, but it turns out that they're just gonna rent it to a family member or stuff like that. But still, they have to give you 3 months warning. And okay, wait, why are you not? What's going on here? They have to give you 3 months warning and all that. So yeah, I mean, we're kind of sick and tired of renting because you know, we're sick and tired of getting evicted every couple of years because the landlord wants to sell or wants to increase the rent and stuff like that. But still, the renting situation here is way better. I mean, not gonna lie, it is way better. And as far as deposits and all that kind of stuff goes, you don't do deposits here. What is done here is that you rent your apartment, right? And that's it. No such thing as an inspection, no such thing as any of that. The only thing they do is that when you are going to give back the apartment for whatever reason, they inspect it, right? Like upon you know, when you give back the apartment, they go and they inspect the apartment to see how you're turning it in, and if there's any damages and stuff like that. Actually, they don't even charge you for it. If there's any damages, it's your responsibility to fix them. So if there's any damages, they will say like, hey, look, you know, when we gave you the apartment, we did this inventory, which, by the way, you have to sign. You have to be there when they do the inventory, and you have to sign it. So, hey, there's this inventory that you agreed to. So here it is. You signed it. This and this and this is damaged. You have to fix it. And that's it. It's your responsibility. Another standard thing here is 24-hour notice to enter your unit, so they can't just barge in But as long as they gave you notice, they can't tell you. You can't tell them to go away. No, that's not allowed here. You can't. No. I don't even know who owns this apartment. And as long as I have a contract and I am renting this place, they cannot bother me here unless I allow it. That is yeah, like that is law. Like, they are not allowed into this apartment, not because I don't want them here or anything like that, but no. By law, they can't come here unless I say that they can. What? Oh, wait. Something's going on. Something's wrong with my... Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna wait. Okay, wait. No, I don't want the smart guides. I don't want the pixel grid. What? Okay, give me a sec. Something isn't working the way it's supposed to. I'm gonna have to close here. Now let's see if opening again here is gonna... Okay, so I'm gonna have to close Razor Synapse. No, none of those things. Like, the last apartment we lived in, the landlord would actually go every few months to the apartment. But it was because he was like the nicest dude, and we were totally cool with it. Like, you know, we were totally cool with our landlord. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. We're totally cool with the landlord just showing up. But he would even call. He would call and say, like, hey, is it okay? And he would never go without a reason. Like, he would go because he wanted to repair something or stuff like that. And it was still totally up to us, right? Like, it was still totally our call if we were okay with him going in or not. Yeah, you guys got some weird stuff going on over there, because deposits, no, No, we don't pay deposits. We have to pay a deposit when we move. That was directly to the building that asks you for a deposit when you're moving, just in case the movers damage anything. Because you're putting a bunch of furniture in the elevator and stuff like that. But that's the building, not the rent, right? Like that's just the building that's asking for that. And they give it back to you right away. Like once you're done with the move, you go to the doorman and he gives you your money back. Like, hey, okay. Or he keeps it if you did any damages. No, I mean there's like no kind of deposit or that. Like honestly, the weirdest thing of everything you said is the cumulative electricity bill. That one is like all the others are. Don't get me wrong, all the others are still very weird. I think it's still very, very weird, and I'm still totally not cool with all the other things. Like somebody just inspecting my house. Like, no, what is wrong with you? No. Like all that stuff I am not cool with. But the one, honestly, the one that I find the weirdest, I don't know what Pew thinks, but to me the weirdest one is we all pay our electric bills together. That one is like, yeah, that one is the weirdest one to me. But yeah, no deposits, none of that. No, you just pay your rent and you're pretty much left alone. The end. I know that like I have known of like some bad rent situations, but they're not like they're not standard, and a lot of times they're not even legal, right? So the person can probably fight it. Like I've heard stories of landlords that show up at the person's apartment and stuff like that, but that's not allowed. If you have a problem with that, you can complain. Which is one of the reasons that we always rent with an agency, right? We always rent with agency because like that means that the rules like really, really, really get enforced here. Because otherwise, you can still enforce the rules, but you're gonna have to get yourself a lawyer and stuff like that. That's just a pain in the ass. Okay, well, okay. We have a landlord in this town that is an informal blacklist. Like one that had rules for female tenants not allowing male friends over. That's the one that shocks me the most for your stuff, that landlords will just leave you alone. Yeah, I don't... Honestly, I don't know where the difference is in the sense that, like, why? Why is renting so different here? I can't say that it's because we have more people renting, because I'm pretty sure that it's not that different in terms of how many people rent and how many people have their own place. Like, no kidding. Like, no kidding. The only reason we are thinking that we want to get our own place is because we are tired of being asked to move every few years, right? Like we don't want that anymore. We want to be able to, like, not have to move unless we want to, right? That's pretty much it. And the thing is, here, whenever your contract is up, Um. Oh, I'm sorry, Nat Class. I don't really understand that question. What is a detached home? I don't understand. What is a detached home? So yeah, like it's a matter of, okay, we a standalone home, no units but a self-contained house. Like, does any? Oh yeah, sure. There's plenty of those. Um, Most people here, including us, prefer to live in units because of security, right? It's just safer. You're in an enclosed unit. It has security guards. Like for example, Damin, hello. Damin, when I was starting up today's stream, I saw that you had sent me a message. I haven't been able to check it out, but I'm gonna check it out later. I was like in Discord and I looked at my messages and I saw that you had sent me something. Well, this ship, Thamin, is for the Vargir, which are a species of uplifted canines in the Traveler universe. So it probably smells like dog. Oh, okay, Nat Class, I see. No. Here? Like, people buy apartments here, of course. Like, most people choose to live in apartments because, yeah, it's just a little bit safer. You get security. For example, one thing that is very, very different here that I see here from the US and places like that is that, for example, I see a lot that in a lot of places in the US, maybe, I don't know if maybe where you guys live or not, but that people will get packages delivered and they just get left on your doorstep and that's it. like they just leave the package there and the end and it's okay. Not here. Like here, if you leave a package on somebody's doorstep, that package is getting stolen. Even in the best neighborhood, like there's no such thing as just leaving a package on somebody's doorstep here. That's not a thing. So for example, so that's what a condo is. You hear it all the time in the movies, but never really knew what it was about. So anyway, there's so many advantages here to renting, honestly. Like, there's so many. That if it were up to us, we would have just stayed in a rented apartment for the rest of our lives. Because there are so many advantages to it. Like, for example, if anything, like if you, sorry, like for example here, like in a rented apartment, like if something breaks, they have to fix it, right? As long as it's not your fault. Right, but if things break, if the taxes on the apartment, they have to pay them, not us. So there are just so many advantages to living in an apartment that, sorry, in a rented space that we just really didn't want to buy. But after having to move twice over the past 2 years, it's like, well, no, we want a place of our own where we're not going to be asked to leave as soon as we're comfortable. But that's it. That's the only reason. Like, it's not. Uh, um. Man, those are. Oh yeah, I am not okay with a lot of the things you guys just mentioned about. No, 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 no. And here in Colombia we have a lot of people that basically the way they make a living is by renting out apartments. You know, they get an apartment, they rent it out, they buy several apartments and they rent it out. And I know in a lot of other places, a lot of other countries in the world, people see that as a problem. I've never seen it as a problem here, but through this conversation, I can honestly see the difference, right? I can see why we don't see it as a problem that somebody makes a living that way and you guys would. Right? Like, I can see why. Because here it just works better, I guess. Would be my appreciation of it, is that here it just seems to work better. While there it just really doesn't. like the guy that rented our last apartment, that's how he makes a living. He owns, like, I don't remember how the guy's name. Remember that the guy's name was Aladdin? I told you guys once that his name is legit Aladdin. But anyway, Mr. Aladdin's that's how he makes a living. And I remember he spoke to me one time because he was like the nicest guy. And one time we spoke for a while, and he kind of told me, I don't remember how many apartments he said he owned. It was at least more than 5 apartments. And the guy takes care of them. Like, I mean, that's his business. And he takes care of it like you take care of a business. He frequently goes and makes sure that everything is working properly. He'll call and ask how everything's going and stuff like that. And he's a nice guy. He's, he even, like, expressed really feeling bad about having to ask us to move out of our apartment, because, like, yeah, you guys are nice people. I don't, like, he didn't really want to ask us to leave, but that was like an apartment that his daughter had, that he, like, gave to his daughter. He was running it for her, but his daughter wanted to sell it. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, I mean, I like, in our case, I really just don't see a problem with people just owning apartments and making a living off of that. Because, hey, I mean, as long as you're cool about it, why would there be a problem? Okay, another one specifically for around colleges. Holy crap. Let's see. Yeah, because you guys, United Stations do a lot like the college town thing, right? Like you guys have these towns that are specifically like college towns. They'll charge rent per person. Like that is how the unit is listed. So it doesn't matter if it's one bedroom. If you have two people in the unit, it will be more expensive than one person living. Oh no. No, no. Oh wow. I mean, here we of course have to like when we rent the apartment, they ask us, right? Like, hey, how many people are gonna live in the apartment? And I say, yeah, it's there's two of us. But my answer could also be like just me, and it's none of your business, right? Like, I mean, there's limits, right? There's limits. As long as I'm not like a problem tenant, there's not a problem, right? And um like I can, you know we can have another person living here with us if we so choose, right? It only becomes a problem if at one point we got like, I don't know, 20 people living in here or something like that, right? Like at that point it's like, okay. Come on, dude. Like, no. You can't have 20 people living in your apartment. End of story. But beyond that, it's actually quite simple. Like I tell people when they ask me why we choose to still live in this country, for all its disadvantages, life here is a little bit simpler. Or a lot. Okay. I've always wondered. I mean, we've pretty much established that renting is not the same in different countries, but I've always wondered, and uh, uh, I suppose you can answer this to me, Famine. Is the whole situation of finding a place to live or renting and any stuff like that any easier for people that work in real estate, right? Like, your wife is a realtor. Does that make the situation of finding a place to live and handling whatever it is you have to handle any simpler or any easier, right? I ask because I always imagined that for the people working in any given industry, dealing with that industry would be easier. And I know it's kind of stupid, but for example, when I was buying my motorcycle, I remember being. I was always under the impression that the people that worked at these places would probably have easy access to motorcycles and stuff like that. And while I was through the whole process of buying a motorcycle, I got the opportunity to talk to a few of the people that work there. And no, not at all. Didn't make it any easier for them. Which I'll admit was probably a little naive of my part to think that it might be. But, real estate people know some tricks, but I don't feel it's easier for most. Some perks, for instance, you get a good tax discount living in an apartment building you may own. Yeah, so it is pretty much like the same. Like no, people with people that work with motorcycles don't have an easier time getting motorcycles. People that work in real estate don't get it easier. There might be a couple of advantages, but that's it. Well, what can I say? I can get art whenever I want. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think about that advantage? Whenever I want it, I can get art. I still have to make it, though. It's not like ready made for me. But I have easy access to free art whenever I want it. How's that for an advantage? Yeah, I suppose Amazon employees must get a discount. Although, from all the stories I've heard about people working for Amazon, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't the case. Like, oh, no, no, Amazon employees actually get charged more. Yeah, I know that people that work retail do get employee discounts and stuff like that in most places, but I suppose that also changes from place to place. Okay, we are almost done for today. Ooh, I really like this kind of burnt little effect on the ship. It's really cool. It's a Vargear ship, so I don't want it to be. I know Vargirs are not a dirty species or anything like that, but I just like to imagine them that they wouldn't be like traveling around in a super shiny ship. You know, they'd probably be traveling around in something a little bit grimy. For those of you unaware, Vargirs and Traveler are the kind of dog species. Now we're gonna. Oh, when did this happen? Oh, okay. Now let's just add a little bit of like. I like adding little scrapes and pot marks and stuff like that on ships. Especially this ship. It's a Corsair. It's They said it was oh shit, what was it that they said it was? Um Raiding vessel. So I'm guessing it's gonna have like a lot of scorches and stuff like that. It's probably been in a few battles. Oh, music is up. All right, we only have 5 minutes left, but let's go with just expand these a little bit. Well, enjoy your supper, Famine. I'll be checking out your message after the stream, and I'll reply back. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, and there we go. A little bit here. Just, oh, maybe I'll make it look like it crashed into something or something, like bumped into another ship. Though it is pretty big. Well, not super big. It's 400 tons. But okay, tonight I'm going to be working on an image that I'm really, really happy with, but unfortunately I can't show you guys yet. But I want to deliver it to the client tonight because I'm kind of hoping, I don't know if this has ever happened to any of you, that I'm kind of hoping that the client sees the image and likes it enough to like post it on... Because this is a client that's very active. Zimoria, hello. Zimoria, I've actually been thinking about you a lot lately. I should explain that. I should explain that. And over the past couple of days, I've been thinking about you a lot because Yesterday, I kind of became obsessed with live 2D, and the most common application of live 2D is avatars for VTubing, and you are the VTuber that I know. So I was like checking out tutorials and all that kind of stuff because I want to learn how to make those. And so I was checking them out. And yesterday I was checking out tutorials, and it was like, oh, okay, here's how to make the character, and I would watch it and I would be like, Zimoria's is better. Is better. Like I have yet in all the tutorials I've watched, I have yet to see one better than yours. So I mean, there you go. But yeah, I've been very, very much looking at those things since yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, it all reminds me of you. So, yeah. Also, but I haven't looked at it. I saw it like a little bit before streaming, so I didn't have time to look at it. But I remember that your name on Twitter is pre-debut, and I always thought it was just like a funny thing you did with your name, right? I always thought it was just like something you were doing with your name, like, I'm Zimoria pre my debut, and like, oh, that's just something she's doing with her name. It's nice, it's cute, it's nice and funny and all that kind of stuff. And I was kind of looking up tutorials and all that kind of stuff, and I saw that, like, no, that it's a thing. It's a thing with VTubing, like the debut. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna watch it later to like see what that is. But I honestly thought it was just something you put on your name, not that it was an actual thing. And so I'm learning about it. It's basically before we showcase our 2D model. Oh, but you already did. So why is your name pre-debut? Wait, is your name still pre-debut? And I think I'm pronouncing that pretty weird, ain't I? Oh, no, you changed the arc. Like, I follow you on Twitter and all that, but you changed the arc. Now it's not pre-debut arc, now it's book arc. Oh, okay. I see. I'm learning. Okay, I see. Yeah, I just started getting into it yesterday, so I still don't know anything. Right? I still don't know anything. For those of you watching, I'm not going to start VTubing, right? Like, I mean, hey, my face is out there, and I know you guys are here mostly to see my face, not the art. I know what you're here for. You're here for the face. I'm not gonna hide the moneymaker, but I don't want to be an anime waifu. No, but the way I kind of got into this yesterday is because I was downloading wallpapers and I saw a phone game or a mobile game called Is it Nike? Nike, Goddess of Victory. And I was like, oh, that is some beautiful art, right? And so the animations of the characters, I kind of fell in love with that. And that's where I found out, oh, that's made in Live 2D. And that's where I said, oh, I want to work with Live 2D. I want to learn Live 2D. And that's where, oh, this is what they use for all the VTubing, and so on and so forth. But at one point in the day yesterday, I sat down with Pew and we watched all the animations of all the Nike Goddess of Victory characters. And so they all have like an idle animation, cover animation where they're taking cover from getting shot at, and then a shooting animation where they turn and they shoot, and so their butt is right on the screen, and it is the most hilarious jiggling of butts that I've ever seen. Like, some of them actually jiggle pretty well in terms of like how I would imagine a butt would jiggle on a woman. But no, even then no, because if a woman is crouching, not if a woman is crouching, if a human being is crouching, their butt is tense. Like it's stretched out. It's not like you would have to have the most enormous flabby butt on the planet for it to jiggle while you are crouching. Or not. This might require some research. But anyway, it was quite hilarious. But no, I'm not really interested in VTubing. I'm just interested in bringing my characters to life that way. And hey, if somebody wants maybe to use that for VTubing, that would be awesome. But that's something for the future. Am I still teaching? Yes, I still work at the university. I mostly complain about it and claim that I'm not going to continue doing it next semester. But yeah, I still work at the university. Or at least for this semester. Let's see if I manage to grow a pair and not at least give as many classes next semester. But actually, it is... Or were you talking about online teaching? Like, were you asking about my job at the university, or were you asking about online teaching? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still do. That is until May, when the semester's over. Can't wait. But anyway, time is 5:04. We are 4 minutes overtime. And it is time for me to go. I gotta go finish another image that I can't do on stream. Anyway, I will be back on Friday. And Friday, I will either be working on the image I was working last Friday, or on the other image I was working, or I might actually be starting my first experiment for a character to put into Live 2D. So if I manage to watch enough tutorials from here to Friday that would make me confident enough to start building that character, then we might do that on Friday. And that could be a lot of fun, you know, for us to do that and maybe bring the character to life that way. So I might do that on Friday. Anyway, I will be here on Friday at the same time, and I hope you will all join me. Thank you, Zimodia. That's very nice. I will, of course, continue with you on my mind because, you know, all the VTubing and all that kind of stuff. And hey, you know, I might even send you a message. So don't be surprised if I pop into your inbox. That sounds dirty, doesn't it? Yeah, that sounds dirty. I was gonna say if I slide into your inbox, but I know what connotation that has. But yeah. I you know, since I'm planning to kind of start getting into that, I would definitely want to pick your brain for information and all that, because I really like the way you handle it. In any case, let's do the whole goodbye thing. Thank you everybody so much for watching and hanging out with me. I thought I was going to finish the ship, but, you know, I just get distracted and stuff. In any case, you have been watching the Ministry of Abnormality YouTube live broadcast. I've been your host, Abnormal, and today has been March 28th of 2023. I will be back on Friday, and I'll probably let you guys know in the Discord what I'm going to be doing then. Until then, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a very sexy Wednesday and Thursday, and I will see you then. Good hunting, stay naughty, and goodbye. Oh my God, did you see how concise that outro, what does that even count as an outro, or is this the outro? But it was so concise. I am like proud of myself. I deserve like, I don't know, cake or something. Man, it's been a while since I've had cake. But yeah, that was like just, wow, to the point. I'm a man of few words now. I've changed.